students. Today we will discuss about the topic Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So from yesterday class we know that matter or electrons will have dual nature. So that dual nature comes from the de Broglie equation. From de Broglie equation we have proved that matter has the dual nature. Dual nature means like light shows particle nature and wave nature. In the same way, matter also shows particle nature and wave nature. Means it moves like, sometimes it behaves like a particle and sometimes it behaves like a wave. So since electron is a wave, so it is distributed throughout the space. So we cannot determine its exact position of electron in a particular atom. So suppose one atom is there, suppose we have to find out the position of electron exactly. So it is impossible. So because of its wave nature. So wave means it distributed throughout the space. So like electron also distributed throughout the space in an atom. So we cannot say the position of electron exactly. So based on this fact, Heisenberg proposed one principle called Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So what he proposed that it is impossible, first I will write the principle, it is impossible to calculate position and momentum. Momentum, mass into velocity gives the momentum, m into v. This position and momentum of electron simultaneously and exactly. So because of wave nature, we cannot determine electron position exactly. So that principle is given by Heisenberg. So what he said that it is impossible to calculate position and momentum of electron simultaneously and exactly. Not only electron, it is applicable to all microscopic particles. So if we determine the position, there should be some error in the movement. So suppose if particle is moving, so we can calculate its mass and velocity and then we can calculate its momentum. But can we determine its position exactly? No, because it is moving particle. So if it is moving, we can calculate the momentum but not position exactly. Suppose if we concentrate on its position, so at some place we have determined its position but its momentum will be changing. We cannot calculate the momentum. Means both position and momentum does not be calculated simultaneously. At the same time we cannot calculate the both position and momentum. So there exists some error in the measurement. So every measurement will have some error. In the same way, this position and momentum also will have some error. So let us see the equation. So he has given the equation delta x into delta p greater than or equal to h by 4. So this is the Heisenberg uncertainty equation. So in this equation delta x means error in position. So there is some error occurs in the calculation of position and also momentum. So due to the wave nature of electrons. So due to the wave nature, they distributed throughout the space. So we cannot know the exact position of electron. If we concentrated on the position, we cannot determine, we are unable to determine its momentum. If we concentrate on the momentum, we are unable to determine the position. So that error is greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. So this delta x here in this equation, delta x is error in position and delta p is given by error error in momentum. So I can explain this equation by using one. For example, so suppose one particle is moving. So one particle is moving with m mass and v velocity. So we know the mass and velocity of that particle. So we can calculate what? Momentum p. And we can calculate momentum exactly because we know the mass and we know the velocity. So p is determined exactly, exact value we can determine. So the error in the momentum calculation is 0. So because momentum is exactly we know. So then error in the momentum is 0. Suppose if we substitute this value in this equation, delta x into delta p greater than or equal to h by 4 pi. Suppose delta p is 0, means there is no error in the calculation of momentum. So if we substitute 0, we will get delta x is infinity. So means here there so much error exists in the position calculation. So if one error is 0, then another error becomes infinity. And in the same way, if we know the position exactly, suppose delta x is 0, means we know the exact position of the particle. Suppose assume that. So then delta x is 0. If we substitute in this formula, delta p becomes infinity. Means if we calculated the exact position of any particle, microscopic particle, then we will get the error in momentum is very higher value, infinity value. So this is the Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. So let us move into the next topic, Schrödinger wave equation. Erwin Schrödinger, so based on the wave property of electron, so these both scientists has taken the wave property of the electron or matter. So based on wave nature of matter, they have given the equation. This Schrödinger has given the equation, Schrödinger wave equation. So this wave equation is given by dou square side by dou x square plus dou square side by dou y square plus dou square side by dou z square plus 8 pi square n square by h e minus v into psi equal to 0. So this equation, just you remember this equation, no need to tell about that equation. So just he proposed one equation to calculate the position of electron. So the electron is distributed throughout the space. So in Bohr's theory, what we have studied, only electrons revolves in a definite path. That path is called orbit. So from Bohr's theory, we know that electrons revolves in orbit. But that concept is moves from orbit to orbital. So orbital. So orbit electrons, before these theories, electrons has revolves in one particular path that is given by the orbit in Bohr's theory. But after quantum mechanics, so these are all comes under quantum mechanical model. After quantum mechanics, the orbit is replaced by orbital. So here the electron revolves in orbital. What is meant by orbital? So because of wave nature, electron distributed throughout the space. So that space where we can find the electron probability, that space is called orbital. So here Schrödinger defined first time he defined the atomic orbitals. So from that time only we know orbits. But after Schrödinger, the orbit is replaced by orbital. So electrons, they have proved that electrons are distributed throughout the space like a wave. And that space, that three-dimensional space is called orbital. So orbital is defined as three-dimensional space where electron finding probability is maximum. Electron finding probability is maximum. So that space is called orbital. So orbital definition is 3D space, three-dimensional space where electron finding probability is maximum. That space is called orbital.